Hello, everybody. Marvel's Top 10 Bronze Age First Appearances ranked. Matt, I think you're muted. How's it going, everyone? Let's see, we got Romy in the chat. Can't hear you, Matt. Unhinged, we got Fade Salvation. Hojo, what's up, Hojo? Got Jason with the wrench. Well Read Comics, thanks for showing up. I think Matt's having some technical issues with his new setup here, but I hope you guys dig the layout. He worked really hard on it. Looks pretty awesome. Looks like a comic book. Which one of us can you hear?
Hello.
Hey, there you are, Matt.
There we go. Good grief, what happened?
I don't know, but this looks awesome, though.
I'm really sorry. I was like sitting here talking and chatting, and I was fucking I was muted
You were muted the whole time.
the whole time, man. What is
That's
up,
all right,
dude?
I kept it going.
I know. I noticed that. I appreciate it. Oh my good grief. So yeah, this is the first episode of We Talking Comics, because that's what we're talking. We're talking
Sweet.
comics.
Love it.
And this first episode, we're gonna do like first appearances, first issues, shit like that. I thought, just thought it'd be a good way to start up topics. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I looked up the Marvel's like top 10 Bronze Age appearances,
Right.
and then I also got a whole bunch. I don't know if you have any comic books, but I got some of these first appearances that got mentioned because I looked through the list already, right, and was like, oh, I have that, the Punisher, or I have the Morpheus, or
Right.
I've got the Blade, so and then I've got a bunch of cool shit for first issue books that I thought I'd grab. I don't know if you grabbed anything.
Did not, but I do think I do have an idea.
What's the first character that pops into your head
As the
when you
first,
think of first appearance? And you're like, hey, first appearance.
the controversial first appearance of the black Spider-Man costume, which I believe is Marvel Team Up 98, I think, with Daredevil and Black Widow. A lot of, and timeline wise, it's supposed to be Secret Wars, but the Marvel Team Up book shipped weeks and weeks ahead of Secret Wars, and I remember picking them up in the shop before then. So, in my heart, it's that issue.
I just remember seeing
Team
that
Up
toy.
141. Thank you, Maromi.
I remember seeing that toy, dude, and just being like, holy shit, that's fucking cool.
Yeah, thought it was pretty awesome. And it's just like some people argue over the first appearance of Venom too, because you only see just like a small, tiny part of Venom in one issue, and then
Yeah.
him in the
Yeah.
next.
Yeah. I think ditto with Wolverine too, wasn't it? It was like you got like a silhouette of the fucking dude.
Right. So does it count? Does it really count unless you get a full body shot?
I think as a collector, I don't think it counts. I think it I think it only counts as a collector if it's like a full body shot.
Right.
Dude, I'm like looking at this fucking Moon Knight dude, and I like his fucking his gloves.
Yeah.
With the fucking spikes on him, dude. That looks fucking ill.
It's pretty dangerous, those spikes.
All
So
right, Bronze.
real quick though on the Secret Wars thing, the reason that book was so late, a lot of people don't remember, but Secret Wars was consistently late, months and months at a time. So it was not an on-time book.
The original Secret Wars.
Yes. The one with Mike Zeck drawing it. All right, so first is Night Nurse.
The Night Nurse. Anything special about the Night Nurse? Nothing really, right?
No, but whoever drew that did an awesome job. I like her eyes and stuff. I don't know.
She's got a good looking face to her. Good looking face, good looking background. She is like I think I forgot the name of the actress, but she was in the Daredevil TV show. Dawson, the Rosario Dawson. That's like the Night Nurse kind of person, right? If I remember correctly.
I'm really surprised she didn't get her own spinoff.
No, she didn't, because who gives a shit?
No, but I'm saying I'm really surprised.
Actually, you know what? Yeah, now that I'm thinking about it, like, actually, yeah, I'm surprised that she didn't get a spinoff, because it would have been like her really like stitching together these tough guys. Like, oh, these guys aren't really tough because I'm here stitching them together.
Yeah. Well, nobody cares, but yet
that
would be the one character that gets their own show. Tomb of Dracula. So this is Blade.
Yeah, which is dope, because I got me the Gene Colan's artist edition of Tomb of Dracula.
Did Marv Wolfman write that?
I'll tell you right here in a minute.
I believe Marv Wolfman did.
What a dope name. Call me Wolfman.
He has such a great name. I did meet him once. I was working at a studio in Austin called Junction Point, and we were working on the Epic Mickey games, and he was brought in to help with the story and that. And wow, I've had the most awkward conversation with him.
Really?
He's not a very talkative guy, so it was almost like I'm awkwardly talking to someone staring at me.
He's not a very sexy man.
No, he's just not. He's not a very outgoing.
You froze up.
Yeah, he was just like a deer, and I'm just rambling by myself, and it was so uncomfortable.
Damn.
So did he write it? I'm guessing.
Yes, he did.
All right. Wow, I'm surprised I knew that.
No, that's dope. Blade, are they even gonna do a new Blade now?
Yes.
And it's the same dude, right? I heard he's like asking for a lot of fucking shit in the script.
No, it's not. And I'm sure Maromi's going to tell us here any second now.
Tell us Maromi.
Yeah, let's look this up.
So wait a minute, the guy that they got to play the new Blade is no longer going to be Blade?
No, it's a whole new actor.
Fucking weird.
It is supposed to be played by... Where's the news here? Where is it? Come on, I hate when I'm. Yeah, Mahershala Ali.
Yeah, he's not going to be he's not going to be Blade anymore.
That guy is not. I thought you were thinking of Wesley Snipes.
No, no. I
Oh,
know Wesley Snipes isn't going to be Blade anymore. I
oh,
knew it was going to be
oh yeah, he's gonna.
Marsalis
Yeah, Wallace.
fucking Wallace, whatever. Yeah, what the
No,
fuck is his
last
name?
name's Ali. But you're right.
Ali Marsalis Wallace Ali. Yeah, I knew it was going to be him.
Forgive us for not pronouncing it, but
Dude, on
yeah,
this channel, we fucking chop those names up. Chop,
yeah,
chop, chop,
I
chop,
know.
chop. Like chop it
But
broccoli. We chop those names up. You know who we're talking about, though.
chopping
Unless
broccoli.
your fucking name is Marv Wolfman.
Yes,
Wolfman.
more
Then yeah,
fucking
we
Wolfman.
might fuck your name up. But it's all out of love. So like I know the guy was in an episode, not episode. He was in a season of True Detective, uh, as like as a detective, and he was really good in that. So, but he was also in Luke Cage, wasn't he? Wasn't he like the bad guy in the beginning of Luke Cage first season?
Yeah, I think he
He
was in
was
it.
Cottonmouth.
Yes, Moromi says it's a PG-13 Blade movie, so no thanks. Uh,
Oh,
well,
that's dog shit. Yeah, he was in Luke Cage. I hate when it's like, hey, I'm gonna be two roles in the same universe. I don't like that. Like, don't do that. Like, let somebody else step up and be fucking Blade.
I mean, really, Moromi though, what is PG-13 nowadays? I mean, I think there's a lot more gore and blood in PG-13 now.
Yeah, I'm not really sure. Like, what
Or what is it?
triggers a fucking an R? Is I think it's like the F bomb.
Yeah, because like a movie like Fright Night was PG-13 back in the day.
Was it?
I think
Are you
so.
sure? I
Yeah.
think there was some titties.
Let's
I think
see.
there was some titties.
I could be wrong, but
That's okay.
let's see. Fright Night, 1985.
Yeah, this was really dope. A whole bunch of people in here. I think he got introduced in here. Brother Midnight, I think. No,
Yeah,
Brother Voodoo, right?
yeah, Brother Voodoo.
Very
I,
cool shit.
I can't find the rating on Fright Night from back
There
then.
he is. There's Blade right there with his fucking ski goggles. He's like wearing ski goggles and shit.
It was our. All right, thanks, Moroni. Man, you're our go-to guy today
I'm telling you, man.
for information.
Very dope shit. And then with I never actually read that first appearance of Morpheus.
Yeah,
And then when I finally did, I was like, why would you make a movie out of this?
Pedro Ang points out Ali was in Battle Angel as well.
Yes, he was. Yeah, man. He's doing good shit, dude. Like, there's no doubt he's not like a dope, he's like getting the roles,
Yeah, so the Morbius movie was just god awful. I mean, I had to watch it in 2 sittings. It was that bad.
I appreciate everybody that was able to work on it. I appreciate everybody that was able to
Sure,
work as fucking drivers and caddies and grips on that
people that
fucking
got to
movie.
pay their bills and
Yeah.
groceries.
I watched that. I'm like, well, hopefully the fucking checks cleared before the shit really hit the fan with that movie, because man, it sucked balls, dude.
Big balls. I
Huge balls.
um
You had like a kind of a vague character, like getting his own movie,
mhm.
which felt more like a vanity project for fucking Jared Leto, right? You know what I'm saying? It's
Yeah,
just like
Leo.
I could totally see Morpheus or Morbius,
Yeah,
Morbius, being like a fucking character in a Spider-Man movie, totally. But
right.
him doing like his own movie and shit, and then like dude, he makes a reference to himself being Venom in the fucking movie, dude.
It's
Like
it like Pedro says it was dog shit, and
dog shit.
it was as good as probably an 80s made for TV uh, superhero show,
There's so
like
that
movie of the
money,
week.
like, it's like all the effort and energy that could have gone to another IP, that people would have wanted to see, I
Yeah,
mean,
it's really surprising that Sony would put all their effort into Spider-Man like they do, but not a movie like Morbius. Missed opportunity.
well, I don't know. Sony doesn't know what the fuck they're doing with Spider-Man. You give them Spider-Man and they churn out shit like that Green Goblin kid that they had from Amazing Spider-Man 2. It's like
Yep.
you can't let them fuck with it. You can't let these people have it.
Who drew this again? This cover is it Gil
This
Kane?
is a Gil Kane.
Yeah, Gil Kane's run on Spider-Man is probably my favorite work of his.
Yeah, I love the eyes that he does.
So you
I love that shit.
his layouts are really dynamic. That's what makes them so good.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you don't like the art, at least appreciate how well the action is and everything is laid out. Like look at that panel of him crawling up the wall, the third panel there. I mean, it's in a square panel, but it's so freaking dope and it's dynamic. It's like you're immersed in the world.
I'm just looking at the backgrounds right now.
Yeah, the backgrounds
The
are
backgrounds are fucking
amazing.
dude. Then he also got like some cool trippy ass fucking
Yep.
panels like that, dude. Like what? That's dope.
Yeah, he had some of the most dynamic panels in comics.
Yeah, very dynamic.
Like people really don't like Eric Larson, but Eric Larson has some really incredible fight scenes and layouts.
I like Eric Larson. I like Eric Larson on the Punisher. I like Eric
Sinister
Larson
Six.
on the fucking Spider-Man. I like Eric Larson on maybe the first 20 issues of Savage Dragon. After that, it looked like he was just kind of doing everything with a Sharpie marker and just kind of fucking mailing it in,
I'm not talking artistically. I'm talking about like dynamic and layout. John Romita Jr. is the same way. John Romita Jr. has some of the most dynamic.
He is really good. That Man Without Fear series that he did, that run. Who I think Frank Miller wrote that, right?
Yes.
Ooh.
Yes, Klaus Janson.
That was seminal, dude. Seminal. And I don't like to use that word because it sounds gay, but like that is fucking Daredevil for me. You know what I mean? Like, that was Daredevil.
Klaus Janson's an amazing inker on John Romita Jr.
I had him as a teacher, dude, at SVA.
Whoa.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool. Did he hit on you? I'm just kidding.
Is he gay?
I'm not saying.
You know what? That didn't register. That didn't register whether or not he was a gay guy. I mean, so somebody was like, "Yeah, this is Klaus Janson's last year teaching at SVA."
That's cool. Nah, he's
right, and so no, I don't give a shit. It's funny. So they were like, "Yeah, it's his last year." So I like went to his class and was like, "Hey, I heard this is last year," and he was like, and he like rolled his eyes, and I asked to sit in his class, and so I like showed him my portfolio, and then I asked if he could like write a little note, and then he did, and then I went to like my guidance counselor, and she like rearrange the classes, you know what I mean? Because I was second year at SVA and he's like fourth year like storytelling. You know what I mean? Like you walk in that class and there weren't like kids fucking around in that class. It was like legit competition. But I don't know. With all the weed and shit, I don't remember any of the people in my class. You know what I mean? I just remember like going to class, but he was like showing up late for shit because he was doing stuff. Like he was doing some Batman book at the time, so he was like showing up late to class. We watched The Godfather in his class. really cool, man. It was a really awesome class. I'm really grateful. So every time I see him at a convention, you know, I get a little like, hey, what's going on? But I never
But
thought he would try to fucking fuck me though, like
no,
you're
I'm.
suggesting.
But Unhinged asked if you were gay.
If I was gay,
Yeah, is Bar gay? He says.
no, I'm not fucking gay.
Whoa, you're so insulted.
I'm super straight. I'm super straight.
Well,
No, I'm not gay.
I'd heard he was Klaus was, but that's I was just throwing that out there.
Well, he's. I gotta tell you, then he's the best kind of gay. You
Yep.
don't know.
Hell yeah.
That sounded fucked up, but it's just like, man, I don't want to know. I also like, I didn't want to know if he was like just banging fucking hot chicks every night or banging
Yeah.
hot. You know what I mean? It's like I didn't want to know either way. Like I don't think it was like, it just, you know, that wasn't what I
So,
was there for.
have you ever met Gil Kane?
No.
I did several times.
Did you?
Yeah, I've been to dinner with him.
What?
Yeah, he and his wife back in the day. And of course, anybody he knew but couldn't remember their name, he always said, "My boy." Like,
Oh my god.
so he was.
Yeah,
You knew you were
big
kind of in
guy,
the.
henchman.
You knew you were in the club when he went, "My boy." Giant size X-Men #1.
Dude,
There's a
this is
great.
the first appearance of a bunch of people right here.
There's a great documentary. I think it's on Amazon Prime about Mile High Comics buying a collection.
Hold on one second.
Hold on one second, guys. While I tell this great story. Telling a great story here. Interrupts me. Comment. That's fine. That's fine. So what's happening in the chat? How many people we got watching?
Sorry. Hey man, I have like, I don't know if it's like a family emergency yet.
Oh.
My oldest is like playing hide and go seek right now, and so my wife just came in and was like, I cannot find our child.
Uh-oh. Well, so do you need to disconnect or just let me keep talking?
She does this. You know what I mean? Like we have a large piece of property, so she does this. She like hides and she thinks it's funny. So I'm waiting for a few minutes, and then we'll figure out if like she's really fucking.
I'm sorry, dude. That's gotta be nerve wracking.
No, it's like if you're prepared for it, which I am through most of the day, it's all good. Like it's just her being a little person. So you're not like ready for it. You know what I mean? Like
Bilbo Baggins. You read his comment.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's episode.
It's hard now. It's hard to it's hard to talk about motherfucking comic books when my fucking kid
let me tell you
is rolling around.
Let me distract you by talking about this documentary on on Amazon Prime.
Okay, I just got a text from my wife,
and
she was hiding behind the couch,
the whole
listening to 3 people calling her and looking for her, and she was just like stealth mode behind the fucking couch.
That's cool.
Well, I mean, I like appreciate. I have to appreciate her fucking Splinter Cell moves. Her fucking Solid Snake fucking.
Was she 4?
She's gonna be turning 3.
Oh, okay. So man, yeah.
Yo, we play hide and go seek outside. Like sometimes we play hide and go seek outside, and I don't play games. I don't pull any punches from outside. I'm just like, I see you. You have to lay down. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So she's like, I'm like, I hear you laughing. So, not that I'm like training her to be the next Hannah, but, she's a good little hider. it throws some people off.
As a
Anyways,
as a kid, we played a hybrid version of it that was also freeze tag. So if you didn't make it to base and we
mhm.
found you, you got tagged, but somebody would have to leave base, as part of it. And anyway,
Okay, now that we can just chill for a second, let's just take a deep breath, hit that like button,
hold
hit
on.
that share button, hit that
Pling,
subscribe button.
pling,
This is our first
plong.
episode. We're gonna keep it going.
Yeah, we are.
We're gonna put Apple tags on my kids, and
You're gonna
we're gonna
tag
keep
your
on
kid,
moving.
Mark of the Beast.
I don't give a shit. As long as I know where she is. Yeah, man, this was like the first appearance of Colossus, first appearance of Storm, right? A whole bunch of people got pulled out.
Yep.
Got presented, revealed.
So Mile High Comics bought this massive collection, and they walked into a warehouse, and this
Thank you, sir.
guy,
Thank you, sir.
had cases of giant size X-Men #1, like
What?
thousands, like hundreds and hundreds of cases, full cases of X-Men, giant size X-Men #1 that he bought in this collection. Now, if you've not heard of this story, I highly recommend going to Amazon Prime and looking up the Mile High Comics collection story, because that was a part of it. It'll
Look at
blow
this
your mind.
fucking Wolverine, dude. It looks like shit, kind of.
Yeah. I think I
Sorry.
like the costume a lot, though.
I love the costume. I mean, I kind of prefer the brown one a little more. But
So did
that's weird, dude.
Paul Smith draw this?
I don't think so. I thought isn't that Cockrum guy?
Oh yeah, Dave Cockrum.
Yeah. Dave Cockenballs.
Yeah, what's funny about Paul Smith? His initials were PMS, so he's always signing it. PMS.
PMS. Marvel Spotlight number 2. Look at this. Super, super excited to see Werewolf by Midnight. Heard that they were making it. Super excited. Watched it. So fucking disappointed and let down and fucking. I mean, honestly, at this point, I was already like expecting like just a close up of a dog's asshole and fucking feces coming out of it was what I was expecting, and it wasn't that far off, dude.
I didn't quite feel that way, but the whole buddy thing at the end with Man Thing, I thought was kind of weird. Like, hey, we're pals.
That weird little like buddy thing with Man Thing, okay, but like look at this fucking werewolf right here.
Yeah.
And then look at the fucking one that we got. It was like, oh, he didn't shave.
You're
you know
right.
What I mean, it was like, oh,
No,
he looks
totally
a little
get you.
shaggy.
It wasn't
like,
very
no.
man-like.
Say?
It wasn't very Wolfman-like.
No, not at all. I don't want to even fucking recognize the guy. That's why I love the Benicio del Toro one. I mean, him as the werewolf, I thought was fucking dumb.
That was scary,
but I thought
as
the werewolf was fucking dope as shit, dude.
Wasn't that the one that was going to start kicking off that whole chain of Universal monsters again? And Tom Cruise was going to do one, and Tom Cruise
How many
killed
times, dude? That was like them repeatedly trying to kick it off. Like, oh, this is like Benicio is going to kick off the werewolf thing, and then that shit the bed because the guy that got bit, yeah, the Tom Cruise one was going to be the next reboot of the fucking franchise, and they were going to bring in Dracula. So the Dracula Untold, that movie was supposed to be an origin story to the Dracula that Tom Cruise was going to be fighting. And like it all just shit the bed. Like none of the movies that they made like landed.
Right.
Especially the Tom Cruise one. Everybody was like, what the fuck? This is stupid.
I heard there's a Monster Squad in the making too. A remake.
I hope whoever fucking is running that dies in a car accident before they get to fucking
what if
make
it's
it,
the same creator, the same writer?
Hey, Will. Look at this motherfucker. Sorry. What are you doing, buddy? How are you?
Will loves Johnny Depp.
So
I
yeah,
see.
that's disappointing. Oh, who doesn't love Johnny Depp?
Johnny Depp smelling like a rose today
Dude,
because he got a $20 million contract
good for
for a
him.
cologne.
He's gonna pay for that Amanda Heard bullshit and get him some wine, some weed.
Yeah, some
Just
new
fucking
ladies.
chill. Oh, I love this costume, dude. I fucking love this costume. I love the way it's inked. I love the way the black ink of it and then the blue. It looks like fucking leather, but like, yo, it's got that comic book kind of vibe to it. I love it.
Yeah,
Flat colors. It's fucking dope as fuck.
yeah,
And I'm bummed out that they didn't fucking go this way, dude. If they redid fucking Ghost Rider in the MCU, they gotta fucking take it back to the 70s.
yeah. It would be pretty cool if
That would
they.
be so fucking cool if they made it like a period piece. You know what I mean? I'm sorry, Nicolas Cage. That's his pocket universe. That's not MCU. So it's like, you can't have him driving around now because it's like, well, where was he during the fucking blip? That blip thing really fucked up shit.
Yep.
It really fucking put a fucking like
Time
it was too
travel
big of an
got.
event, man, because then it's like you can't go back because you got to be like, well, where were the Fantastic Four and like where were all these other people and these mutants and shit? Like they weren't fighting this fucking fight. I don't know. It's just
Right.
in game was like too much of an end.
Ghost Rider,
But
wasn't he a stuntman?
yeah. So he's a stuntman with his dad, right? And him and his dad are doing this traveling show. His dad either gets injured really bad or gets cancer or something, and so he makes a deal with the devil,
Right.
and then his dad still dies anyways. So he's like stuck, like being like the devil's, which was like a really big thing for Marvel during the 70s. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
son of Satan, and shit. They were really into like the fucking satanic shit. So he makes a deal with Satan and becomes his like venging spirit.
Hanna
It's very
Barbera.
cool.
Hanna Barbera did a show in the '70s that was kind of like a Ghost Rider, but it wasn't. It was called Devlin. You remember it? It's about a
No,
stuntman.
that
Yeah, it
sounds
was.
cool.
Yeah, Devlin.
So Moon Knight, look at that. That's kind of dope. Look at take that werewolf, silver fucking boomerangs. That's kind of cool. Was really bummed out about that fucking Moon Knight show too.
Yeah, I couldn't finish it. It just was. I don't want to. I don't know. The whole mental issue thing, the multiple personality thing, was kind of weird for me.
I thought that was okay. I thought that was an interesting twist. But once we got over the the mental shit, you need to start showing me some superhero shit.
I always thought
You know what I
though
mean?
that
Like I want to see this shot right here where he's fighting this fucking werewolf. Like you need to start showing me that shit like pretty quick because that's what I signed up for.
I didn't
And
really.
I think in the whole thing I got maybe fucking 20 minutes, 30 minutes a whole for him to be in his costume, fucking kicking ass.
I
Lame.
didn't really get to reading Moon Knight until Mark Spector Moon Knight in the '80s. But I always thought he was just this Bruce Wayne type guy. But
Well, I like the idea that it's like he's Bruce Wayne, but with his split personalities. Like he's also Alfred,
mm.
and he's also Patch Malone's.
Oh, right, he had the multiple identities, but not personality disorder.
Right. I mean, would you say that was a disorder?
No, look at this ad though. By the way, by your Werewolf by Night.
I know. That's my bong. My wife got me this amazing bong.
I know. I saw it the other night.
Oh, you did? That's
Constantine,
right.
Constantine, yo yo yo, what's up,
Yo,
bud?
yo, yo. So yeah, Werewolf by Midnight. What else? Moon Knight disappointing. Costume looked cool.
Yes.
You know, like the costume and shit. I was also down with the fucking guy they played him. You know,
Yep.
but I was just like really wanting more action with him in the suit. You
Right.
know, more fighting monsters or whatever the fuck he's doing. I want more of that.
Remember that happened a lot to us as kids, like shows like the Hulk and whatnot, like even Spider-Man, the Spider-Man live action TV series.
That shit
There'd
was
be a
amazing.
there'd be a lot of talking head stuff, and then you would be lucky if you got like one action scene in an
Yes.
episode, and
Which I, you know,
that's all you waited for.
yeah, yeah. You were like, oh my god, he's about to jump on the ceiling.
Yep.
What? Boom! He jumps on the ceiling. Oh my god, that was awesome. Okay, into the episode.
Yep.
He shoots out fucking like what's the kind of rope that they use for clothing lines, you know,
He's
for
shooting
hanging
rope.
clothes? Yeah, he's like literally just fucking shooting fucking rope, dude. Which
Yep.
that sounds gross because that's like another code for like, you know,
Yes.
busting nut. Like, yo, I'm shooting rope,
Shooting
dog.
rope.
Man, what are you doing tonight? Hanging out with my lady, shooting rope.
Like you do.
Um, yeah, what a bummer. But you know what? I do love the old Spider-Man like aesthetics though,
Yep.
like that fucking cloth outfit and those
Yep.
giant clunky ass fucking web shooters.
It was totally cooler than the Electric Company Spider-Man.
Yeah, it was.
And do you remember
But that's all
Blue?
we got though. That was all we were given back then. It was like, yo, man, I'll sit around and wait. You know.
Even then, that was enough to go. Oh, Spider-Man's on the Electric Company with Blue Beetle of all things. Like there was a fat guy in a Blue Beetle suit.
Yeah, that Blue Beetle sucked balls, dude. That was
Yep.
not a good Blue Beetles. That was a complete like the tick thing going on.
Fritzy Schnitzel has a copy of Werewolf by Night 32, but the cover is missing. Yeah, we were
Oh,
talking about Ghost Rider, and I'm really bummed because I had a really good run of that at one
ooh,
time.
look at that back, dude. I love the chick. I love her
Dude,
face.
Luke Cage is like one of my favorite comics as a
Yeah,
kid.
man. So goddamn bummed. That could have been a good show too, but they like made him like I thought he was like too good looking.
Yep.
Am I an asshole?
Yes.
Like, look at this guy. He looks like a fucking like he fucking beat the shit out of you. But then when I'm like, I see, you know, the Luke Cage that they got, I'm just like, no, thank you. I don't want a new cell phone plan. No, thank you.
No, the thing that really hooked me as a kid was the the Bill Sienkiewicz and John Byrne ads. That really drew me in, where they were threatening to kick
Mhm.
our ass if we didn't buy Luke Cage, Power Man, and Iron Fist.
Yeah.
Yep.
See, like even the comics, like what is this? Late 70s? They're
Early
already
80s
doing
too.
like, hey man, like black guy, white guy working together. You know what I mean? Like
Yep.
race relations.
Dennis Cohen drew a lot of the Luke Cage stuff and Power Man and Iron Fist back then.
I mean, that outfit is goofy as fuck, but you know the spirit of it. You know,
Dennis Cohen's one of the nicest guys I've ever met.
yeah.
Yep. I I won't go too deep into my interactions with him, but yeah,
Oh, was it in a airport bathroom
it's
stall
not a
or
sex thing. No,
okay?
we weren't getting high either.
Oh, see, that ends up being the how my stories are. So I ended up
I
driving
just
around in
figured.
my little Rav
I
Four
just
with
figured.
Bob Camp, Tim Seeley, and two other guys, and we're all smoking weed while we're going to the convention.
I just figured I'd cut you off there before.
I don't give a shit.
I don't.
They're smoking weed in my car. That's public knowledge, motherfuckers.
Nah, that's cool.
Just
It's
kidding.
all good. Hulk
Look at this. Look at
181.
that fucking outfit, dude. Look at that. Look at that nose.
You know, he doesn't. When did the whiskers go away? Like it goes
Like
around.
the next appearance.
It's got a very luchador kind of mask at this
It
point.
does. You know, that's what every time I've drawn Wolverine. You know, I've drawn him a couple of times for a commission. I've totally done like the luchador mask.
Right.
You know, like where the fuck would this idea come from? And it's total luchador shit. You know, but I mean, he's Canadian.
I remember
Still.
trying out for the TV show Wolverine and the X-Men, and I did a bunch of designs for it, but of course I wasn't going to get hired. I mean, Thomas Perkins does great character designs, but I did
Yeah.
get hired to design the X Jet and Cerebro
cool.
and all that cool stuff. So,
you know, this image right here was what fueled all kinds of arguments on the school bus about Wolverine and where his fucking claws came from. People, like, I remember my friend being
oh
like, no, they
yeah,
come out of his gloves. He has gloves. I'm like, nah, they're coming out of his fucking arms, man.
yeah,
And I remember like showing him a picture, and it was like, see, it's out of his arms. He's like, no, that's misdrawing, or that's like a, you know, that's painted wrong, that's colored wrong, that's a misprint. And you'd be like,
yeah.
what the fuck?
The RQ has a comment saying he thinks Kerry Gamble has the best drawing stuff. Yeah, Kerry Gamble is freaking amazing. Kerry lives in Dallas, Texas.
Oh, really?
Yep. His problem though was I hate saying that being negative, but he's slow.
You're slow. There was a
But it's
Eric
worth it. His work is worth it.
There was an Eric Canetti fucking Luke Cage. Did you see that? That was pretty dope.
Yep.
He did that.
Canetti's freaking awesome.
I mean, anything Canetti does is awesome. But it was, you could tell that like an editor was like asking for his like thumbnails and shit. You know what I mean? It was like, hey, can I see your thumbnails? Okay, that doesn't really read. Can you kind of change that a little bit, make it a little more house style? So like that Luke Cagey stuff that he did was a little more house style, but you could totally tell it's Canetti.
Right.
I mean, it's Canetti as fuck, but it's, you know.
Did he model those 3D models on that cover of Run Load Kill?
I don't know. I don't know who did the front. There's another name right here, so maybe not.
Yeah.
I like got this book, and I think it's really dope. And this is like a #1 issue. This is why I like have it out, right?
Right.
So it's the number one. Hit that like and share, sub for us. Okay.
Give us some of that sexy like.
We talking comics, baby. We talking comics, baby. So this is a #1, and I love his shit. I love looking at individual fucking frames. I love looking at his designs and stuff. But
he used
some
the
of his
same
stuff
panel.
I can't fucking read it right, dude. I'm like, what is going on? I have to like reread it and like look through it a couple times.
His panels are all the same though. Like,
I was like, what the fuck is
he
this?
uses
What
the
is
same.
going on? Like, if you didn't have any kind of text, it's not as readable as I would.
It's all sideways, like a movie screen.
Yeah. That's kind of cool. I'm not shitting on him. I'm just saying. Anyways,
He's the bomb.
he is the bomb.
What do you have in your stack?
Let's see. Do we have a main wire? Okay, all this shit is all done. Let's move back up to here.
What do you have in your stack of books?
Let's see. We're gonna have to. How do we? I'm gonna. And then.
Oh, I see.
No.
There we go.
There we go. There we go. See, guys, we're working through it. All right. So these are some of the ones that I had that that was
Right. Yeah,
that
that
we went
that
over.
book right there, isn't that like on sale? It's like 20-30 bucks. Like
$40 is what I
yeah,
paid
but I
for it,
think you
maybe.
could pick it up for half that right now.
Oh, word?
Yep,
Then you should.
I should, but
You should.
I only have so much space.
Ah. Um. Something else that I mean, because fuck it, it's my show. I like it. I like fucking Rumble.
Dude,
Here's Volume 1.
that art is great.
Woo! It
Story's a
is.
little out there, but
The story is fucking weird as shit, but like some of the stuff that he's doing, story wise, the background, some of the character designs. I mean, like his shit, just some of it doesn't say the same, but you know who these characters are, so it's just
yep,
like fuck it, you know. I
yep.
love it. I
I'm
love this stuff.
envious. I'm envious of the speed it probably takes him to draw a panel. Like,
Yeah, like dude, you didn't even draw a face on this girl. Like I would be sitting there like stressing about her face and like,
me
and that's
too.
why I need to like look at this because it's like how much do you need to put down? How much information do you need to put down?
Yeah, I'm starting to look into that too a lot. Like, is it really worth all the effort to zoom in on a tiny character and put in as much detail as you can?
I mean,
Or,
sometimes yeah, like sometimes you got a couple of really good shots, that are like nice and tight and like, oh yeah, like
yeah,
that spent some time, But then yeah, there's some other shots that are just, you know, this. It's just kind of,
yeah,
I don't
like,
know.
I mean, I
There's no
like to,
fucking like weird anatomy. It's almost like, yeah, this is my drawing style.
I
I
like to
like it.
put in a lot of backgrounds, but then there are times where I'm going, is it necessary? I mean, do I have to do it in every panel? I mean,
Yeah, it all depends on who shit you're looking at. So yeah, we saw this guy's stuff.
Connecte.
We know his stuff.
I like the color. It's touchy
Yeah,
color kind of stuff. It's where the focus is where all the color is.
just like weird funguses or like spores growing, and that's how they're like teleporting or something. I don't know what the fuck is going on.
The colorist is really helping lead the eye here.
Yeah, I would say so. It's kind of cool. Yeah. So that injection.
Ooh, sounds dirty.
Um,
This book here by J.G. Jones kicked off an entire couple decades of a house style that I'm not knocking EVS. Everybody loves EVS, but it started this look for like
hmm.
2 decades.
What do you mean this like hyper realistic look?
Yes, it's like this hybrid George Perez, Neil Adams kind of thing.
Mm.
But this was the series that started it.
Cause this shit is dope, dude.
It is dope.
Hey, Joe Kubert. Joe Kubert.
It is dope.
It's really dope. I still look at him like, man. I mean, I don't think I'll ever get to it, but
I mean,
Hey, Marvel movie web untangled. Look at that shoe. Wow, that's fucking dope. Some of it looks a little over rendered. Anyways.
yeah. That I love that panel of her just standing there. It's got a
Mm-hmm.
very Travis Charest kind of feel
Yes.
to
Yes.
it.
Lots of like tchotchke. Yeah.
Never liked Mark Bagley.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of Mark Bagley either. And they gave him fucking the Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Ultimate Spider-Man. I was like, I'm not buying that shit.
That's
Shit
why I didn't
sucks.
buy it. But everybody said it was really
Woo.
well written. Yep,
Well
that's
done.
pretty
Well done,
badass.
Booty Butt. Let's see.
Abe Sapien.
Ape Sapien, that's another number one I found. Oh, it's
John
stuck. The
Arcudi.
pages are stuck together.
What is going
James
on?
Heron. Is this the same guy? Is this Heron?
It's John Arcudi.
Oh, okay. James Heron, story by John Arcudi. So it's the same guys that did Rumble.
Oh yeah.
Same art team. Dave Stewart, Heron, Arcudi Matata. Yeah, I like this. It was pretty cool when I read it. Some of the stuff is kind of wonky,
Yeah.
in my opinion. But then this is dope as fuck.
Yep.
That's dope as shit. Blah, blah, blah. What did you think? Did you ever read any of this stuff? Ooh, that's dope. It's hot. Just floating gold, glowing skull. Do you have any of this stuff?
I do not have those books. I do have the Black Widow somewhere, I think.
It's good stuff. It's good stuff. Because there's a lot of that like animation stretching and pulling, you know?
Yeah.
He's really good at it. And it's like Rumble seems a little more cartoony than this, you know, but he's still doing like that like stretch pull.
Yeah, but his Rumble stuff looks like he knows what he's doing now. Like there's more purpose, more stylization. It's a little cleaner looking, even though it is
Mm-hmm.
messy. This is this looks like he hadn't figured it out yet.
Mm,
Because this looks before Rumble.
I think it was. What? Looks sick. Just dissolving fucking monster.
Dude, look at that. That's scary. Imagine waking up and that's in bed.
Ugh, with one leg wrapped around you, like
Yeah.
she's been draining your essence.
Mm.
Um,
Not read it.
you ever read this one?
Nope.
It's good.
Oh,
It's
that's
good.
Doesn't
It's
look.
it's you know it's got Frank Quietly. The coloring is a little soft for me.
It looks too Photoshoppy, airbrushy.
Yeah, it looks a little too not defined, if that makes sense. But the artwork, the line artwork, you know, is good. The story is really is nice. It felt kind of more whimsical. Holy shit! Shadow of Colossus. I'm like speed flipping through it. But
That's fine.
have you seen you haven't read this?
Nope. Have not.
Some good panels, man. I mean, he has like some really good panels. It's just the coloring.
I should though,
Dog
considering that
shit.
that's what the movie's gonna be based off of.
Is it going to be based off of this?
Yes.
Really? Because I think he dies at the end of this.
And I love the girl they picked for Lois Lane. She's
The new
awesome.
one?
Yeah, Rachel Brosnahan. She
I
was
don't know. I don't know who she is.
she's the lead on the Miss Maisel show on Amazon Prime. She's got the look and she pulls off a New York kind of accent really well. I mean, she's already Lois Lane in my opinion.
Really?
Yeah.
And they haven't mentioned who
Yes.
Superman.
Yeah, a guy named David Corn Sweat.
What the fuck did you say?
His name is David Corn Sweat.
David Corn Sweat.
Yeah,
I don't even want to
SWET.
look that up on my phone, dude.
It's CORN SWET. Corn Sweat.
Corn Sweat.
Yeah. Well, it makes sense because Clark Kent is a Kansas corn-fed boy, you
Oh,
know.
he's corn fed as fuck.
Yeah, so
All right. David
Corn Sweat
Corn Sweat.
and Rachel Brosnahan, man, she's perfect.
Mm. Hmm. That name, it's not spelled out like Corn Sweat. It's actually,
But that's the only way I could pronounce it.
Ba, 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 ba. Ba, ba, ba. Ba, 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 ba. I'm looking at this fucker. Ba, ba, ba. I mean, you know what? I'm looking at him. I'm not going to bring him up, but you know what? I got to tell you, man, he just looks like a fucking younger Henry Cavill. Like, it's just like
Yep,
so fucking stupid. Like,
they
why don't you
found a
just keep Henry
lookalike.
Cavill, you fucking cornballs?
Yep, they found a lookalike.
It's like if you dial down, it's like a younger brother to Henry Cavill. You know what I mean? It's like the difference between Chris Hemsworth and his fucking younger brother. That's the
Right.
difference between these two guys. It's like, oh, you're picking the like Henry Cavill is like like a number like 10 on the fucking like perfection scale, right? And so you've like, okay, well, let's go with the guy who's like 8.
Let you know it's better than getting Henry Cavill, a guy that looks just like him that we could pay a lot less. Discount Henry Cavill, just like Maroney said.
What a bummer. What a bummer. Side by side, yeah, he's 10 years younger. He's got a fucking pencil neck. He's got some he's
But
got some
see,
weight to put on him.
but see this guy, and if you look at this, the way he's drawn in Legacy, he's a big, heavy set, barrel chested dude.
Yeah, but it's also like the way his physique was. I saw this thing that Frank did where it was like, yeah, when I'm drawing him like Clark, he's hunched over. But when he's normally Superman, he's like standing up straight. So he's like
Right.
another like few inches taller as Superman.
Right.
It's like he's like doing it on purpose.
What's next in your stack?
What's next in your stack?
Jason Pearson, body bags.
Number 1. That was a good one, right?
Yep, he's pretty awesome. His work.
I miss that's a bummer that he's not around, man, because he did some really good stuff. You know?
Yep. Sorry that he had trouble.
Yeah.
But fuck, he was so good.
Dude.
I wish he could have
I feel
finished
like
his.
some stuff you're like, oh, dude, that not to be a dickhead, but you're like, yo, man, some of your shit is super wonky, but then some of it is super good.
Yeah, it's too bad he never finished his body bags campaign Kickstarter.
He didn't?
Mm-mm.
Oh, that sucks. That's a bummer.
Yeah. Dragging this stream down now.
Yeah.
Dude,
That's good stuff. If you don't have that, get that.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome.
Let's see what else. I think I'm running out of shit now. Now I'm just doing some.
There's awesome stuff in that black and white, and Ultra Mega is pretty bad.
Dude, I love Ultra Mega. I couldn't find the number 1. I was like, once I saw, I was like, oh, I want to do like the number 1 for this. Ultra Mega is dope, dude.
Yeah, I've got copies of this.
Ultra Mega is super dope. More of that same Rumble guy, but like better.
Yeah.
But I think like what Zach called it was like, yo, this is just somebody's fucking sketchbook. You know what I mean? Like, this is just some crazy, insane, psychobabble bullshit that this guy's just like coming up with, and it's kind of awesome.
I love the color in it.
Yeah,
If
me
you,
too.
like
Me
if you
too.
look at the cover, just the color on the cover, dude, it's like 3D without the glasses. You know, when you're
Yeah.
staring at it in real life.
And there's like all kinds of dope little zipatone going on.
Yeah, I know it's bisexual lighting, but I love
Is it?
it. Yeah, I guess so.
All
Or
right. I'm like looking at it going, yeah, man, that looks pretty cool. That looks pretty fucking bright, but it's fucking homo.
no, it's not. I'm not saying it's homo. I just said it was bisexual lighting on
Mm.
the cover.
Yeah, these fucking nipple monsters. That's
Yeah,
fucking dope, dude. Yeah, there's like one shot where it's like, and then they, once um, Omega Ultra met his nemesis,
right.
they fought across the galaxy, and their battle became a smear of color on reality. And shit was like, that's fucking cool, man. That's
I'd
trippy as shit.
I'd love to be able to draw something like this.
Why don't you?
I will. I'll get
I mean,
around to
this
it.
is easy. This is like the easier shit. Like when he starts getting into like
I've got a
a
I've
lot
got
of
a
this stuff is
graphic.
it's not hard. It's just superly. It's like graphic. It's he
I've got a
simplified shit. Good. Sorry.
I've got a graphic novel I want to do
Yeah.
though that I would like to explore doing it like this.
Really?
Yeah, more in a manga vein. But look, that's a nut sack on the where your thumb is.
Yeah. Yeah, I like this. I like this a lot. Like I think my Eagle stuff, I think is gonna be more like Gil Kane, like old school, like real nice and crisp. You know, I
Yeah.
think I'm gonna try to pull it off like that. Look at that fucking
Ah,
eyeball with like some fucking
so you want to
crystals and
go for
shit.
a real clean brush?
Yeah, man, and like not to be like I'm gonna fucking swipe the fuck out of Gil Kane because I can't, but just like
What do you mean you can't?
because like I'm not swiping, but I'm just like absorbing like just like like black as a shape, black as a color,
No, I
you
know what you
know.
mean.
Um,
I really suck with spotting black on a page. So yeah, I
because
could
I
learn
mean,
on
I
that.
could rock out some really simple like figures like this, but like my backgrounds, I tend to start like noodling and shit, and
Hmm. You
I want
want
to avoid
something
that.
you want really clean.
Yeah, which means I'm probably gonna start inking it like in person, like actual inking it physically. Blah, 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 blah. Let's see what else.
There's
Yeah, I
good
bought
stuff in
this.
there.
I bought this, and I didn't look at it until just recently because I bought it and I was like, oh, there's like zipatone in here, but I knew it was like not real zip. It was like Photoshop zip. So I was like, I don't want to look at this until Rock and
Yeah,
Roll Ninja's finished.
I think there's a
Um,
couple of good short stories in there.
yeah, it's got some heron in it.
Yep.
This is the one that's got the hair in it.
Wait,
Like
look at
this
that first page
one?
on the
This
left.
one.
That's so cool.
Yeah, that's hot. And there's all kinds of like stippling going on in the skin.
Yep.
That's hot. One day I'm gonna do a nice, really cool bat cave.
Right. I would hate drawing the cave.
Really?
Yeah. Well, it'd be a nightmare trying to make it look nice.
Let's see the hair stuff.
I only say that because it's hard and I don't know how to do it really well.
Would you try to like use SketchUp to make the bat cave?
I don't know. I did draw a cave in my Black Phantom comic, and
Mm-hmm.
I kind of struggled with it. I guess that's where that's coming from.
Mm.
Yeah, I'm not impressed.
Yeah, this is kind of what it is. Nick Durrington. Sorry, bro.
Yep. This one is the bomb.
Yeah.
Gosh, when you get to the page of his face, you'll see.
That's so dope. That's such an awesome fucking Clayface.
That's why they draw the giant penny and the dinosaur in the background. Dude, look at it, that Batman. The fuck, like he's so brutal looking.
I don't like it honestly. I mean, I like it, but it's like, how would you be able to pull that off during the day as Bruce Wayne?
You wouldn't.
You wouldn't. Like, you see this fucking crazy brute looking Neanderthal coming. Hey, Mister Wayne, you don't fight crime at all. You're not a fucking crazy fuck. This guy looks like he's insane, even when his mask is off.
Yeah, I just love all of that though. Anyway, it's got a.
Oh, I do too. Yeah.
I just. I want him.
Oh my god, dude! Just making him look like a fucking monster, like
Yeah,
like a liquid thing, you know?
that's where Richard's saying it looks like he's just drawing in a sketchbook. Because yeah,
I love that shit, dude.
clay face is one of my favorite clay faces.
Yeah, it's very anime, you know. It's very animated series, but yeah, I fucking love it, dude.
Yeah, I liked it when Norm Brayfogle was drawing it.
Yeah, some people don't like him, but I do jam on him.
I do too.
Really stylized, like really graphic.
Hmm. I love the way Norm Brayfogle did his neck and his head, and it was just. I thought that was so cool.
Yeah, ditto. Mr. Jensen.
Yeah, and John Romita Jr.
Let's see what else. I don't
Neil
know.
Adams cover.
Dude, this is his company continuity. Look at this, page 1: starving African people, and really good, well drawn people too, man.
He's got a comic in continuity called Megalith, and somebody's doing a campaign for a Megalith, but it's not the same thing.
Terry Shoemaker, that's who did the pencils for this, but it looks like some fucking Neil Adams shit, don't it?
See this look, the way the color and everything is. This is where
Yeah.
Valiant got their inspiration when they were making comics.
Do you like it?
I hate the colors on this.
Thank you. I love the line art, but yeah, the colors look like dog shit.
But I hate, but you know, it was his wife doing all the color, and that's where that look came from.
Oh, I see, the old sloppy toppy.
And when they tried to reproduce that look and digitally, I thought it looked worse. Anytime somebody colored Neil, I just thought it looked awful.
Armor.
Yeah, there's some great stuff in continuity. Megalith.
There was. Megalith was dope. I remember Armor being kind of cool.
Yep.
Not consistent in its release, but I remember it being pretty cool. Fucking Bucky O'Hare.
Yeah, that was their anthology, Echo, I think. Yeah, I remember seeing these on the spinner rack and thought they were pretty cool.
Dude, man, I mean, like, if you take away the dog shit coloring, man, that's some good line art, dude.
Yeah.
It's really good. Really, really good. I think the design of the robot, though, is dog shit, but...
Yep.
I guess if you're on a time limit, you know,
I bet it was badass for back then, though.
You're like, man, that is so fucking cool. Really?
Crazy man.
Crazy man. Like, yeah.
That's such a dumb name.
What? Samari.
Samari.
Samari. I don't know. I forgot why I pulled that out. Because it looks like dog shit. Maybe. Hellboy. I don't think this was like the first appearance of Hellboy, but
no.
It explains his arm.
Yes.
Which is super cool. You know, it explains his wife or his mom banging.
I wish when they printed these, they actually printed it the way the art looks. Like, you know what I mean? Like an artist edition way.
Yeah. Do they have any Hellboy artist editions?
They might, but I just think it's kind of neat when you see the black that he filled in with the ink. You could see all
Yeah.
the the sloppy brush marks in it and stuff.
Yeah.
I almost bought a Hellboy page when that stuff first came out at a San Diego Comic Con,
Well,
and
why didn't you?
it was $250, and at the time I was so broke. But I did manage to buy a Monkey Man and O'Brien page for $200 at the time.
That's not bad. Did you ever see this one?
Yep.
It's not first appearance. It's not number one. I couldn't find the number one, but man, I really did like this.
Yeah, I like Lionel Yu a lot better back then than I currently like his stuff.
Yeah.
He was doing that Jim Lee Charest cherished hybrid, which by the way he confirmed as cherished.
Cheers.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really enjoyed this a lot when it first came out. But now that I'm looking at it, I don't know. What do you think? It looks a little simple.
Yeah, it's not one of his better books, but I do
No.
like his early stuff better.
I think what did I jam on? I was jamming on like his like
I like Lionel or whatever.
fucking the design work of the Kryptonian stuff. I thought was pretty cool. Yeah, it's a little stiff. Some of the stuff's a little stiff.
Look at his Clark's face. Ooh.
Ah! Those are alien teeth. Cut him up.
Lord Liam the Sixth. Hail all.
What's up, dog? What do you got? You got anything?
I saw that. Go back. Grab that book.
Which book?
The one you just had. The Lionel Yu one. Now flip it upside down. Not that way. The back cover. I want to see the back cover. Yeah. So I saw the very, 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 very first screening of this movie.
Really?
Yeah, before even the producers saw it. So when I was living in Austin, grew up in Austin, Guillermo del Toro was a regular at my comic shop. So we'd see him like all the time. So he invited us to a private screening and he rented out the Paramount movie theater downtown Austin, Texas. And it's a really old theater with the balconies and all that shit.
Mm-hmm.
And man, it was such a cool experience. There were actual bats flying around in the
What?
theater. Yeah, Mignola and Ron Perlman and all these people showed up, but everybody was so desperate to get to a seat because it was open seating, and he invited so many people that everybody ran to their seat. And I said, "Hey," I told my buddy, I was like, "You go get a seat, and I'm gonna go grab us a couple beers." And the lobby emptied out, and it was just me and Ron Perlman standing there at the bar, and nobody bothered to talk to him, but they wanted to run in and see the movie before Ron Perlman. So I looked at Ron. I was like, "Hey, what's up?" And he's like, "What's up?" I go, "Can I buy you a beer?" He goes, "Hell yeah!"
Whoa, word! I met Ron Perlman once. Not like you though.
Yep.
It was on a street in New York. I like had just seen City of Lost Children
Oh, neat.
and was like, I came, was walking down the street and Ron Perlman was like standing outside a restaurant with with a friend, with somebody, and I was like, oh my god, I just saw your movie, man. That was fucking amazing. And he was like, hey, thanks a lot.
Yep.
And he like grabbed my hand, we shook hands, and it was like shaking hands with a fucking
Beast.
like a baked chicken or something. You know what I
Yep.
mean? It was like I just stuck my hand into a turkey.
Fucking meaty fingers.
Yeah,
Just,
but it was meaty, girthy,
yeah.
but soft.
Uh-oh.
I'm gonna say that right now. It was fucking soft, dude. Where I'm like, oh yeah, you're an actor.
Yeah, you don't
You know
have
what I
any
mean?
hard
Like you're
labor.
like wearing gloves and shit when you do shit. You're an actor. But I mean, bless his heart,
Yeah, he's really anti us, anti CG, I imagine, but that's all right.
Yawn. Who gives a fuck? I mean, the next Hellboy movie, because they'll make another one.
Yeah,
If they made a second one, they'll make another one. He's just gonna be CGI, dude.
yeah. I think it's gonna get to the point now where we're gonna see new westerns with like John Wayne and different
Oh
people
God, I
in them.
hope not. I
You
don't
know
know if
what?
we'll go that way. I'm thinking that they'll just start creating new fucking faces.
If it's that good, like if the stories are good, then I don't care if they throw John Wayne or Humphrey Bogart.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
why pay the Humphrey Bogart estate like money if you could
yeah.
just tell like Google AI to be
Well,
like, hey, we want a character, we want a face that looks like Humphrey Bogart, but also Brad Pitt. Okay, go. And
but
then they
see,
generate this fucking face that is like, you know, the star of the next series of movies that you produce, which I
but
think that's where it's going to lead to, where it's like it's not really like actors, it's going to be like characters that are
but
like
see,
Gollum. You know what I'm
for
saying?
for me though, that generation like of the movies and stuff, you don't see actors that are more characters as much as you did back then. Like
Mm.
like if you look at the Maltese Falcon. I'm
Mm-hmm.
drawing a blank on who the bug-eyed guy was. But he was a
Yes, the
character,
little guy who talked like
right?
this.
He was a character. Like even as a person, his face was a character. It's just
Yeah.
like Steve Buscemi. Steve Buscemi is a character. You know, Act. There's just too many plain Jane looking actors right now. Whereas Hollywood was looking for people to fill character roles.
Yeah, you can find ugly people anywhere, you know.
Yeah,
Um, but I think that's where it'll lead to because it's like imagine like oh like fuck, we're putting in $100 million to make the new Flash movie, and our lead actor is kidnapping kids and fucking doing weird shit. You know, it's like
yeah.
okay, how do we get around that? Okay, we hire a team of stuntmen to wear little fucking dots, you know, and then we generate a fake fucking person, and then that then I mean, because it's like you're doing it with video games.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like
Yep.
we're 5 years away from them saying, hey, we don't make Red Dead Redemption games anymore. We make Red Dead Redemption movies. You know, but it's all CG. You know, it's all CGI.
Predator 7 said, I found an ugly dude in the mirror.
I'm nothing to in the mirror. We hire Batman.
Yeah.
I don't know what that means. What do you mean we hire Batman? What do you
Well,
mean, Maromi? Hello, Maromi. Um, yeah, Ron Perlman, he's old. They need to just read. Dude, did you see the fucking Hellboy game,
I did not.
bro? Oh, that's right. You don't play video games, but I
Dude,
mean,
no, I do. I just don't have time to play a lot of games. But I've not seen the Hellboy game.
it's like PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5. Uh, it looks like animated Magnolia pages.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Dude, that sounds rad.
Hold on, let me
Is it on
pull it up.
Steam?
I don't know where it's gonna be.
I'm
There's some other
looking.
shit that I just grabbed since we're gonna keep going.
I'm opening
Did you
Steam.
see this Doomsday Clock? Did you get any of
I
that?
never. I didn't buy one. I
This was
didn't buy
dog
one
shit. I was
copy
really
of it.
bummed out about that. Let's
The
start a
reason
second.
is, Past Master Dan was like, uh, showed a photo not long ago on Twitter, and he goes, "Who doesn't have a copy uh, of the Watchmen beside their bed?" And I said, "Yeah, I do, because it puts me to sleep every time I read it."
Oh,
Oh, pancakes! All right, Hellboy. I'm looking on Steam.
yeah. I'll present.
Web of Weird.
Share screen.
Web of weird.
Share screen.
That Capullo that series looked great. It was not great.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm here. Do you hear me?
You see it?
Did I lose you? Yeah, I see it. Dude, that's rad. Yeah, I
No, I
like
can't hear
how
you.
they
Can you hear me?
silhouetted him with the smoke. Yeah, I can hear you. I guess maybe
I can't hear you.
hold on.
Fuck.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
But that's the game. I can't hear you now. What
I
the
turned
fuck
on
happened? Is
Steam.
it me?
Yeah, they can hear us both,
We
so
can hear you both.
you can't hear me.
Dude, they can hear us both, but we can't hear each other.
That's hilarious. Well, maybe that's a sign.
Dude, I started playing that clip and it fucking shit in my bed, didn't it? It was like, yo, what are you doing?
Shit the bed. Or can look, it's just me. Thank you and welcome to Matt's channel. I'm setting the bar. He ditched us and left, so here we are. You know, I'm taking over. Taking over. How many people we got in the chat? I don't even know. This damn StreamYards doesn't give you that kind of info. Bastards. This show's gone to hell. There's 12 people in. Thank you, all 12 of you. I mean, of all the things you could be doing on Wednesday, and you're listening to us. So I'm going to say thank you. I'm really grateful. I hope you bought Rock and Roll Ninja. Hope you're backing Eric Weathers because he's got a chipped tooth that needs to be paid for. He looks like a hockey player. Who else? Who else can we back? Just so many books to back, and I can't do them all. Anyway, I hope you back me in the future. Well, I'm gonna have to leave it and call it a day because Matt's having an issue, and I'm getting phone calls. Predator, you broke a tooth last week and need a root canal. I'm terribly sorry to hear that. Dan Plagle's Goblin Girl. Yeah, he needs some help too. He's in the final stretch. He's getting some color done on it. I believe Billy Baxco is coloring the last of it. So please back Dan Plagle. I can hear you.
Oh my god, dude.
Could you not hear me?
For a little while, I tried to play that fucking Hellboy trailer, and shit was like, don't think so. So go ahead.
Yeah.
What were you saying?
No, I was just telling people to back Eric Weathers because he needs a new tooth, and Dan Plagle.
Oh shit.
Dan Plagle's in the back stretch. There's some people.
Yeah.
Billy's coloring the last of the pages, I believe.
Yeah, Billy's almost done. I'm hearing that he's almost finished. Plagle's got something else cooking up.
Dude told
we
me
need to hook up some of that Battle Roads money so that we don't have the Lord of Logos walking around with a fucking jack-o'-lantern.
Plagle has enough pages that he could put out 10 more books.
Yes.
Which blows my freaking mind. That
guy's,
dude. If he's really being truthful, which I'm sure you are, Dan, but holy crap. Like, that's a beast.
I don't even remember reading this, dude.
Because it's not good.
I'm sorry.
The art's phenomenal, though.
The art is fucking phenomenal, dude. The art is fucking amazing. But like
But see, I
story
wonder.
wise, I'm just like, what is this fucking deconstructed dog shit?
Yeah, it's like a whole psychological mess, is what it is.
Yeah, it's like it was like, let's be clever, and I was fucking stop, dude.
Yeah,
Okay, here's number one. Did you ever see any of this?
I think Snyder blew his load on Court of Owls.
Mm.
I have not seen that. Matt Yackey says Plato is the fastest artist in the industry, which
Yeah.
I bet he is. He said
Yeah,
he
that
could
was
do
kind of cool.
12
It was kind of
pages a day.
stiff. His stuff got better. This is the same fucker who's doing this.
What's the artist?
His fucking name. Beep bop boopity beep beep beep. Come on, Dick. Gary Frank. I think it's Gary Frank.
Gotcha.
I think it's Gary Frank.
I'll
Here we go. Yeah, Gary Frank.
be frank with you.
Jeff Johns, Gary Frank, Brad Anderson.
Mr. Anderson.
Anderson. The colors look good, but man, it just looks so much like better than what this was. And this was 20 years ago, maybe.
Right.
Yeah, this came out 2000, and this came out 2018. There's
Right.
18 years difference in art, and it is super obvious.
So what time is the next stream happening tonight?
I'm not doing another stream tonight.
Isn't tonight J-Bots?
Oh, yeah. That's at 10 o'clock. Right. So not here, but J-Bot's going to do some art streaming tonight.
Right.
You ready to call it? You ready done?
Yeah, I'm thinking it might be
We've
time.
done an hour, right?
Yeah, hour and a half.
Good. So next time, bring some stuff.
Dude, you had plenty on hand.
I did. I got a huge collection, dude. Hail Matt Yackey. Hail Matt Yackey.
Yeah. Gonna have to say happy trails.
Happy trails, everybody. Yeah, so let's wrap it up. Get to work. We got Chad. He's gonna have some stuff coming out.
Heck yeah. Gonna have the Fighting Black Phantom.
Mm-hmm.
Please go to chadtownsend.com and you'll see all my social media stuff up top. And I even have some goodies in the shop too.
And yeah, you could catch my stuff on Rambo. If you go to Rambo, you could also see the Rock and Roll Ninja stuff. There's going to be a second campaign coming for Rock and Roll Ninja. And also check out Last of the Seekers. I did the pencils for that. So give that a shout out and give that a look. And yeah, word up. See you guys next week. Peace.